So here we are for game 2 between VonIvan and Jett GCS 2 quarterfinals of the 4th qualifying tournament. VonIvan instantly locking in Guard Motor Coordination Tactics VonIvan edition. This was a reward for winning the War Paint Championships, I believe. So him and Gislin, I think, had their a commander of their choosing repainted to look like themselves and got that as a reward. So only they have access to these portraits. So unfortunately he can't he can't go and buy the VonIvan edition. I'm sure some of his fans would. Anyway, Jett going for the Kubel. It's often talked about strategy, like when to go for the Kubel, when not to. It's Soviets especially, because very popular these days to go for tier 1 and get an M3 like we're seeing here, which then can chase down the Kubel and kill it quite easily. But does the early start, the strong map control you get from it, justify it, despite the fact that it could quite easily just die early on? Looks like Jay's decided that it does. So he's going for it on this map in particular. Anyway, M3 heading out. And this is the build we've been seeing. 2 combat engineers, penal, M3. Get the M3, do some damage to the units. Then once the M3's taken damage, you switch in the flamethrower. So you're getting more utility out of the M3. So he's heading down to the south first off, forcing the squad away. Jay trying to get aggressive, going onto the cutoff. Only going for 3 folks though. Into his tech, we have seen a lot of other players, even with the Kubel, still go for 4 folks. Bringing in the Kubel to try and increase a little bit of damage, chase away that M3. It's a risky idea, but I'll take risks to win. Oh man, Sturmpony's almost went down. If he left the M3 up there shooting at it as it retreated down the road, could have got the kill there. He was pushing forwards, bullying the folks. Kubel trying to stand its ground, trying to inflict as much damage as possible, but now that needs to pull back. Actually went for Minesweepers first in the M3. That's very interesting. I wonder if he just misclicked, honestly. Because I don't know why you get Minesweepers this early. I think it's probably a misclick. So it's definitely put a damper on VonIvan's aggression. It's got a lot of PMs back here not being reinforced yet. A little bit slow. M3 with the combat engineers inside fighting away here. Oh, now the flamethrower pops, but tech structure Jett now completed, so he has access to the Faust. The M3's really got to be on its toes. He was charging across the road, taking quite a lot of bleed, but now that they've bridged the gap, Should be fine. Oh! M3 going in for the chase. Oh, he gets the kill, but the M3 goes down. Targeting the penal. Penal crossing the road. Oh, he really wants to kill it, but he just can't do the damage. Oh, and he loses a second Volkskrieger there. It's going just so sideways there for Jay. That Faust, you know, activated a little bit quicker, maybe his squad would have gotten away, and then losing, trying to get the kill as that pen across the road, but didn't, and then losing the squad that was targeting it as well. Once again, I feel like it's not like he's misplaying this by much, but the results are just really poor. Took out the M3 at the very least. And he has been applying good pressure to the cutoff, so VonIvan's fuel quite lacking. And it looks just about completed for Jay, so VonIvan's going to need to get some PTRSs on his penals. And he doesn't even have the munitions to do so. So this could be about to do a lot of damage. Oh, that flamethrower torching Stern Pioneers on the heavy cover. They had to stand their ground though. He didn't want to jump out of cover and get more damage done by the penals on him. So it's kind of a rock and a hard place. If he stays in cover, he gets both flamethrower damage. But if he jumps out of cover, the penals do way more. So just go with one. Oh, well, VonIvan has managed to save up enough manpower to get himself a squad of guards. That's going to be his anti-tank. I'm actually kind of surprised he went so aggressive with this. Here, I thought maybe he'd try to chase away this squad that's harassing his resources currently. But maybe he wants to just hold on to this cutoff. People getting the hell out of there. Couple PTRS shots and it's gonna meet its end. But yeah, that lone penal squad chasing away the Folks, inflicting resource damage back onto Jay. Jay's at it. Oh, interesting. He's at an interesting point in the match. He can either decide to get another looks, try to keep the pressure on, or he can go for the Puma. And by the fact that he made another Fox instead of, you know, waiting a little bit more for a tiny bit more fuel, to instantly make another looks. Oh, actually, this fuel income's coming in really slowly now. This was probably the right decision. We're coming back in, trying to keep it relevant. Those guards still down here. Can't contribute too much from that position. Kubel at this stage can either just try set on the detection mode, or once you've pushed away units with your infantry like this, you can bring the Kubel in to do the capping in a very safe location. Could go around this side, try to do the damage to the penals over here. Avoid the PTRSs. Oh, Kubel goes down. He's playing a dangerous game there. Stern Pioneer is also very low. He's going in after the guards though. They're low enough health. He felt like he could get the kill. There's a squad of PTRS penals waiting in base though. The guards shooting down a very nice corridor there. Tractor ended up blocking a few shots. They didn't take too much damage on retreat, and Jay hasn't had his fuel connected for quite a long time. And he did end up going for the second looks. Oh, I think it was a little bit too late to go for the second looks. Double looks though can still fight the T-70 reasonably effectively. Really comes down to infantry support at that stage. Whether the PTR squads are in a good position or whether the squads with Fausts can contribute. VonIvan hasn't had enough manpower though to go for medics, and he's really starting to pay the price. Heaps of low health squads. He's gone for more PTRs on his penals. Good micro there from VonIvan. Ooh, one goes off. Instantly backing away from a potential Faust. Jett inflicting a tremendous amount of manpower bleed onto VonIvan with these two looks. Going for a kitten now. I feel like this is just a not very good engagement for Jett, but looks like he's trying to bait and get a Faust squad in range. He's also gone for his mechanized regiment in a very defensive position. So if he does want to use it for repairs, his looks are going to have to back all the way back to base to get repaired up by it. Okay, VonIvan pushing forwards. He's got two PTR squads and T-70. T-70 doing some good damage to these two looks. They're having to back away. Looks like they're focusing a little bit more on the infantry, still trying to bleed these squads as they advance more than just fighting the T-70. And that's fair enough because reinforcing these squads costs manpower, but apparently the T-70 is not all. Well-timed marked vehicle there, turned things around. A little bit of bonus damage catching Jett off guard. One of the looks goes down. I think once both of them got to about half health, he should have just backed away. You already inflicted, a decent amount of bleed onto the PTR squads. Unfortunate timing to bring that Kholodny out of cloak. So he's trying to move it up to maybe some shots on the T-70, but gets spotted in the process. Now Jett kind of been forced into going for the Puma. Try and counter this T-70. Sending in the looks early. Oh, and he's going to get a Faust squad in range. T-70 having a bit of trouble getting around the building. That could pave the way for the Puma to come in and try and knock this out. Chase this down. Let's see what he does with it. T-70 still backing away.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Oh, I think the Puma's a little bit too slow. T-70's made it back to base. PTR squad nearby for reinforcements. He's actually using crew repair here as well. Yeah, not quite quick enough there for Jett. Couldn't take advantage of that Faust, but it was the right idea. Just need the Puma to be completed on the build about 10 seconds earlier, then he probably would have got it. Pin these PTR squads so they can't shoot back at his Puma. Puma doing heaps of damage. Needs to go in for the chase here on the T-70. Oh, and VonIvan, I'm not sure. Maybe he's trying to micro this engagement. Trying to kill that looks. Ends up losing his T-70, so that's a big win for Jay. And he needed that. Because if that T-70 sticks around, man, it's just such a thorn in your side. So lethal. Oh, where's he back in this Puma? Okay. Oh, Satchel. Oh, he loses the whole squad too. Well, just as Jay was starting to look in control of this game, that Satchel kind of turning things around once again.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
A mobile command has been set. The static post is now in operation.
Generally, one of the ways that you deal with penals as OKW is by having STG functionalities to fight the PTRS penals, which lose quite a lot of the anti-infantry damage once they upgrade to the PTRSs. But because Jay's lost a couple of his folks, I think it's 2, right? He's lost 3. Doesn't really have that edge. VonIvan's got the veterancy edge over his squads. I've got his tech down, enough fuel for 1 T-34, but not the manpower yet, so probably just going to end up saving for the T-34-85. There's Jay at 12 command points, but nowhere near the fuel for a command panther. So when VonIvan does finally get the resources for that T-34-85, things could start going in VonIvan's favour quite heavily from that point. This means Jay probably needs to get some mines down. It's good timing for mines. Oh, he's still got a decent amount of map control. And VonIvan doesn't have a sweeper. He's just actually gone for a second flamethrower right just now. Just completed upgrading. This would be the ideal time to get some mines down for Jay. Which, you know, could help him win the game. An early mine. Snaring T-34-85 with the Puma to follow her out. Could actually kill the T-34-85. Well, we want to go for another satchel, but Jay was on top of the dodge. PTRS squad actually knocking out a little bit of the heavy cover there.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
And folks will end up winning this, but it's not going to be by such a wide margin. Vet 3 penals. Remember, penals at Vet 1 get the to the last man bonus, which means the less men they have, the better they fight. It's not a huge bonus, but it does matter. Here comes the 85. A kitten and a Puma right here in the middle. No squad with a Faust though. Puma gets a shot in. Second shot. Oh, Rakeden misses his opening shot, and Puma's starting to bounce now that the frontal armor is facing the correct direction. Rakeden also misses the follow-up shot. Jett having trouble breaking out this side. Guards there. Being quite a tough obstacle. He has indeed locked in special operations. I think that's no surprise. But because Jett lost so many Volksgrenadiers, doesn't have that much capping infantry. Oh, the guards gonna kill the looks. Remember, when guards hit the dirt, I think they gain plus 2.5 range. So that little bit extra range there, I think Jett wasn't really accounting for. Oh, but the 85 in trouble. Oh, Puma misses that shot. Oh, he's not going to chase. He's just too worried about the PTRS's killing his Puma. Oh, it doesn't quite get the wipe on that combat engineer either. That was a sad story. If he still had the looks, you know, I think he'd still be in a good position, but he's looking very grim for Jett. He hasn't had fuel for a long time, just can't break out through the north. Doesn't really have a good way of getting rid of these squads behind heavy cover without the looks. Which is really slowing down his progress towards the Command Panther. That's not going to be constructed anytime soon. But I haven't pulled this back for repairs now. Oh no, Jett, don't lose the Rakeden, man!
Anti-tank gun has taken the field.
Just that satchel, oh, machine gun comes in clutch. Just pressing those penals, otherwise they probably would have wiped that there. Second 85 for VonIvan now. His heavy cover position has also been knocked out, so that makes fighting the church slightly less effective from this angle. Still very good though, with only one window facing this direction. But could be one window and heavy cover, which would be quite nice.
The sector is at risk.
Looks like Jett getting a bit unfortunate with the model drops here. That penal squad remaining on 4 men for a long time, maintaining their DPS. It's just the thing with those PTRS penals, once you kill like about 2 of the penal models, because the weapons transfer, they've only got 2. Oh, goes in for a ram and it penetrates. But main gun destroyed on the 85. Jett has 2 Rakedens. Second one up on the fuel. Not in a position to contribute. 85 trying to knock out this Rakeden. Oh, when he does before gets the killing blow. Rakeden's still up there on the fuel. Puma also has main gun destroyed. Rakeden, oh no. Gonna go with the double fausts here. Get the engine damage. This Rakeden still hasn't come down. He really wants that fuel. Just checking the satchel on that. I don't know if it will destroy it or not. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Steam Pioneer's charging forwards down the negative cover road. Okay, Rakiden finally mobilizing now, but could be too late. This is activated crew repair. He's repairing up. He's also stolen the Rakiden with some guards. He's going to chuck units in there with the Faust. They're getting chopped to pieces. Rakiden setting up. So I don't think he can cancel this crew repair now, but fresh squad of guards just arrived. Focusing down the Rakiden, and the crew repair keeping on the repair train. Oh, Rakiden missing there and has to retreat. Oh man, that's so sad for Jay. I can't help but think if he just forewent trying to lose that retreat as well. He just forgot about trying to capture the fuel and went for Rakiden. Maybe he could have capitalized on this, but because he did get the fuel, does get that command panther. So maybe this can come and clean up. He's just losing all his units though. All of them. Get out of there, Volksgrenadiers. He's trying to knock out the Rakiden, and he does. So now Command Panther versus Guards and T-3485s. That crew repairs is still going. He's just can't kill. There's just too many repairs on that T-3485. And the Penal's in there doing some damage, supporting. Going after the one with the functioning gun that's not on auto repair, but here come all the PTRS squads in support. And now the Panther's taking quite a lot of damage. No stern pioneers for repairs. The battle for the wounded T-3485 continues. That crew has been repairing for days, but this could be the killing blow now. Oh, he has to back out of there with the Command Panther. Oh, that is so sad.
Engineer standing by. Capture. Occasionally do something right.
Doesn't have... Oh, he does have the repair pioneers. T-3485 just about done. Could get a Faust on it though. Stop it for a little bit longer. Oh no, the Command Panther arrives just in the nick of time. Double Fausts. Incendiary grenade into the building. Gotta get rid of those penals. So now Command Panther picking away at long range. One more shot and this is gonna go down. Oh, but he misses it. And then comes a PTRS penal squad. And now it's gonna be 2 shots to kill. There it goes. There it goes. Oh, main gun destroyed. Oh. Oh my god. Salt in the wounds for Jay there. Well, interesting series. Jay had like a pretty good phase of aggression. He just lost too many Volksgrenadiers. Losing the second looks was also quite painful at that stage. Just reasonably avoidable losses as well. But well played from VonIvan. Some good, some pretty decent M3 play. And just played really solidly against his opponent's light vehicles. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off the next thrilling installment. Goodbye. Good luck.